Hi and welcome to another part of the GitHub tutorials. In this part, we're going to first see how we can edit our GitHub repository from right over here directly, and then we want to pull the changes to the local Git. So here I'm going to change the readme.md file simply. So for example, I'm going to, as you can see here, we've got GitHub in a wrong way, so I'm going to edit this. First of all, GitHub, and then also I'm going to add a line. I am adding a line to add an update to the repository. So now we can save the changes, commit the changes right over here directly from GitHub. And as you can see, we should be able to see the changes right over here. So as you can see, we have created this project to local Git. I'm adding this line. Okay, this has been added. This line has also been added to our repository. Now the next step we need to take here is to get back to the terminal. So remember, we created the project right over here in the last part. And now I've opened up a new window in that same folder, and now we want to pull the changes to our local Git so that we would be able to stay up to date. Notice that every time you create a project team, you need to be always up to date to the project. So every once in a while you will need to pull the changes and fetch the updates from the repository. So there are two stages for pulling for the pull request. The first one is fetching, and the other one is merging. So you fetch the changes and then you merge them to your own project. So imagine a teammate has made a change to the project and you want to stay up to date. So you want to apply that change on your version too. So first of all, what you need to do is to use the git fetch command, git fetch origin. And as you can see, we fetched from the origin, which is GitHub, and then we can run git status. And as you can see, everything is fine. And then we can run git log, and here run origin /master. And as you can see, we've updated the readme file right over here inside of the GitHub, right? So origin master. So this one is different. As you can see, this is the differences that has been made. And now what we need to do here is to run, so we've done this, and the next thing we need to do in order to see the differences is to run git diff origin master, and this is going to show us the differences between the local Git and GitHub. So as you can see, it says that we have created this, we have edited this line and added this line as well. So we need to do something about this. We need to add the changes. So we use the merge command here and run git merge origin /master. As you can see, the changes has been added. And now all we need to do right now is to also let's check everything by running git status. So as you can see, there is nothing to commit, and the tree is clean. Now the final thing we need to do is to run the pull command. So git pull origin in order to stay up to date. So it says that it's already up to date. So we can also check that if that change has been made to our folder in the local Git. So here I'm gonna open up the readme.md, and as you can see, we've got this new line added up. Also, we've fixed this GitHub. So we've also updated our local repository here on our computer by the changes that have been made directly to the GitHub. Notice that one of your teammates might have changed a little bit with the code, and then might have applied the changes or pushed the changes to the repository on GitHub, and then all you need to do is to send a pull request with the command lines that we have added, and then be able to update your own local repository. So now imagine that we want to update our project and make a change on our index.html, and then push this update to GitHub so that other team workers are also able to see that change and make themselves up to change and be able to pull from the repository. So here I'm gonna run sudo nano index.html, and just as I said earlier, you can also do this manually by opening up the file and edit it. So for example, here I'm going to add another image to my index.html. First of all, let me add that image inside of my folder, paste it. This is github.png right over here. So for example, I want to add that line right here. Oh, it's not the image. Okay, I should first of all copy and paste this line. Copy and paste it. So it's github.png. GitHub, and now let's press Ctrl O in order to save this, enter, and Ctrl X. So now let's commit the changes, commit -a in order to edit, so we don't need to run commit. Okay, actually first of all I need to run git commit -a-m. So instead of running git at --all, we can run git commit -a-m, and that is going to do the job for us. So edit another image. So now we've committed the changes, and let's run git status. Right now here, nothing to commit, but untracked files present. So now let's check our branch right over here, and git branch, actually git branch. So as you can see, we are on the master branch, and now we're ready to apply the changes. So first of all, let me check git add all. Okay, and then let's commit again here, from right over here. Okay, now it's been done successfully, and the reason is we've applied 2 changes, not 1 change, and because of that we needed to run git add all first in order to make this successful. So right now we're ready to apply the actually push our local git to the origin or GitHub repository. So for that we can run git push origin. So first of all, we need to enter our username and then the access token key instead of the password. So now I'm gonna paste it right over here and press enter, and as you can see, the changes have been pushed to origin. So now let's check what we have right over here and refresh our repository, and as you can see, the new image has been added, and we have added another image. This is another commit to our file, to our folder, and also to our file. Added an image, added another image, and update readme.md. These are all the changes that has been committed to our repository. So now you've managed to add your own update to the repository so that other employees, other coders and developers inside the team can pull from the repository and make themselves up to date with the project and be able to develop it further. So that's it for this part of the tutorial. Also notice that if you don't know what access token key is, we have explained this in the beginning of GitHub tutorials, but if you're still wondering where it is, you can add the access token key from settings and then scroll down to developer settings right over here and personal access tokens, token classic. And as you can see, I've got my own access token key, but if you haven't got any, you can click on generate access token key, and then you will need to also check some of the boxes. But because here I've got this, I need to first delete this and then create another one. If for any reason you have lost your access token key, you can delete this. So you should also understand that you will not be able to recover it again. So click on tokens another time and generate a personal access token key. So right over here you need to enter your password because it's needed right over here. So I'm gonna enter that. So I've entered right over here, and then I can write my repo. This is the name, and then make sure you check all these boxes that you need. You may need other boxes as well. I'm just gonna check one or two different boxes. So the other one is right over here, repo hook, and that's it. So let's generate the token, and as you can see, I've got my own token right over here. Make sure you keep this somewhere safe, don't show it to others, and I will also change this right now because this has been revealed to so many people watching this video. So make sure you keep this because you will not be able to see it another time, and for any reason, if you've lost it, you can delete this and add another one to your profile. So that's it for this part of the tutorial, and hope you've enjoyed it, and until the next one, goodbye.